Hi, this is the video recorded for AMM 2510, Fashion Retail Buying Activity 1, and this is for week 4's activity. Today we are going to begin our activity with a library search. So please open the University Library main page, and there are 3 columns you can see. On the right side, the first link under featured links would be the databases. Click on the databases, you will be taken to a list of all databases that you can use. We're going to click actually the top tabs, the M, because the merchant data is the one that we are going to use. It starts with the letter M. Click onto the merchant online. And you need to log in, use your Bronco ID and password. Now you are shown with the basic search functions of the merchant online. You can use a primary code or classification code or company name, or if you know the company code, you can just directly type in the code here. In today's case, we are going to research Gap's financial performances. The Gap is a apparel company that we are most familiar with. So let me type Gap and press on Go. The result actually shows you several companies that has the word Gap in. And this is the company, the Gap Incorporation is the company that we would like to research. So click on to the Gap Incorporation. And you will be taken to a main page that shows a business summary, pricing summary, key executives, and lots of things on the main page, including some events, basic informations. But we are mostly interested in the company financials. So let's go to the company financial tab, and you request a standardized version of the tables. Okay, and we will customize what we want from this database. Okay, we want annual number, we want income statement in the past 10 years, and we would like the reported currency as United States dollars. Okay, scroll down until you see the United States dollar, and you would like to see everything in thousands of dollars. Okay, click on the refresh button and download. Now I can double click and track if this is the one that we want. Okay. The temptation is that we can just edit data directly from this file by enable editing. It is okay if you would like to do this, but today we are going to show a different way of connecting data. Let's start a new blank worksheet. Okay. This new blank worksheet does not have anything, but we are trying to connect the current blank sheet with the ones that we just downloaded, the standardized one. The way is that we build connections between these two by import data. Go to the data tab, click the far left button, and choose from workbook. There are many other choices that you can choose from. If you have a text file, if you have PDF file, even you have some databases that you would like to connect with, or some online databases. Okay. You can just try if you have access to those files or databases. But today we are going to use a worksheet as an example. And we will open the ones that we just downloaded. A navigator will open, and you need to choose the exact sheet that you would like to connect with. This is the standardized sheet that we would like to use. We can select multiple items if we have multiple sheets here, but this one we only have one sheet. So if you are very satisfied with the current layout, the layout that we just opened, you can directly choose load. Otherwise, if you would like to transform the data, you can click on the transform. Please note that if you are using a MacBook, there's no way you can click Get Data button on your Mac. On your Mac, if you go to the same tab, the same data tab, the options are most likely that you can import from web databases, from text, or from some other formats, but not a spreadsheet. You can use other, say if you have a text file, you can use a text file, or you can get some other online sources. Let me transform data, and this query will open up on my end. It shows you the layout of the current data, and you can do transform and see what are the steps that you went through on the right side of the panel. Firstly, let me delete some rows that I do not think will be used. Okay. Let me delete some blank rows first. And notice that column 3, column 5, column 7, they don't have anything. Okay, they are blank columns. I can actually choose those columns by holding the control button, my keyboard, and choose those columns at a time. Click on remove columns. There were more. If we do this, it will be really time consuming to remove all the columns manually. Okay. Another way that we can quickly remove all the columns is to choose the ones that we would like to retain. In this case, we would like to retain only the first 20 columns. Okay. Let's choose those 20 columns. Okay. And instead of remove the columns that we actually selected, we can remove other columns. Button. Unfortunately, the first column has been removed also, so we may need to go back. Okay. Really need to go back and double check the columns we selected contains the first one. Let me do it again. Yes, we would like to insert another step and see if the first one is retained. Yes, now we have the column 1, and we can actually remove the steps that we went through. Now we can actually delete the first several lines. They will not be used since they contain not useful information. To remove those non-useful information, we can select remove top rows. We would like to remove the top 4 rows. And we can remove the bottom, say 17 rows also. The last line that we are interested in would be the operating income. That's the profit we're most interested in. If I click on OK, then those are the only columns left here. And we can click on use the first row as headers. Automatically, the table will use the report date as the header, or we can go back, depromote the header, and go back to the original. Now, if we are really satisfied with the editor, we can close the editor and load the data into our new spreadsheet. You may find out that now a panel appeared on the right side of your spreadsheet. It tells you that 11 rows has been loaded to the current sheet, and those data are from the standardized file. If you're not satisfied with the current sheet, you can go back and edit again.